What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well and had a great weekend. Today we are going to be going over a couple of leaks and rumors that began circulating over the course of this weekend concerning the upcoming 11 series of graphics cards from NVIDIA that I am just a bit skeptical on, and I'm going to go over exactly why that is. So we're going to get right into things, but first, today's video is brought to you by gvgmall.com, where you could save money on video games for all of your favorite platforms, as well as software like Windows 10 Pro, which you can get over there now for just $15. And if you use my code JPGVG10 at checkout, you can save yourself an additional 10% on software. And if you use the code JPGVG3, you can save yourself 3% off of any games that you pick up over there. Be sure to check out the link in the description below. So as I said, we're going to be going over two rumors here concerning the upcoming 11 series of graphics cards from NVIDIA. The first one is all about the release dates and the model numbers, which is coming courtesy of the YouTube channel GamerMeld, who claims to have received a private email from one of the add-in board partners, which is unnamed. We don't know which one of the add-in board partners it is, but it could be Asus, MSI, Asus, MSI, Gigabyte, Galax, you name it. It could be any of the add-in board partners. We just don't know, but it's basically giving a lot of information about why the 11 series is being delayed a little bit towards the end of August, and a whole lot about the 10 series as well and how they're continuing production with that. So we're going to go over to Video Cards, who has the email up over there. We can kind of analyze this and go through the three main bullet points of this story. The first one coming from this email, and quoting this directly, it says, "We have an overstock of 10XX GPUs, and we're in the middle of transitioning our manufacturing over from the 10 to 11 series in preparation for releasing the new cards. However, because we and other partners and manufacturers have an abundance of unfinished or unsold 10 GPUs, NVIDIA has decided to have us delay the release for the 11 cards." So it's basically saying they have a ton of 10 series GPUs that they need to go ahead and get rid of, so they're going to keep using those in their older designs. And as a result of that, it goes on in the second bullet point to say, we have been transitioning back to the 10 production to sell the stock that we currently have. This means that prices will come down a small bit. To see them, you can log into the seller's portal, which will be updated weekly. So anyone that is in a market for a 10 series card, I guess that can really be the first sign that we could look for, is if we see significant price drops on the 10 series cards. Although if that really does happen, then you should probably be patient and want to wait for the 11 series cards. But you know, in and of itself, this all kind of makes sense so far. Now it goes on here. This is really the biggest part of the rumor here. It says, the third bullet point, it says, "Our new expected release dates for the 11 cards will be moved back to August 30th, 2018 for the 1180, September 30th, 2018 for the 1170 and 1180 Plus, and then October 30th for the 1160, as well as some other variants for the cards themselves." So with that third bullet point, we get to see not only the release dates, but all of the model numbers that we could see from NVIDIA as well, including an unnamed card, a model number that we've never seen before on any series of NVIDIA cards, called the 1180 Plus, which kind of sounds like maybe it's the 1180 Ti. We just really don't know, as we've never heard of this before. So taking all this into account, you know, is it to be believed? It's all coming from this one single source, a YouTube channel with around 60,000 subscribers, and you really have to beg the question as to why this add-in board partner would trust this information out there, leaking out a private email, which could, you know, hurt their company in so many ways. It could hurt their add-in board partner status with NVIDIA, and it could certainly impact that individual's place within the company. Even if they don't lose their add-in board status, they very likely would be fired and then no longer have a way of making a living. So unless, GamerMeld is throwing a complete boatload of cash at these guys, you really have to question as to why someone would leak a very private email like this about an upcoming launch, which they are very likely have assigned a non-disclosure agreement for. They could be taken to court, they could be sued. You know, a whole lot of things could happen as a result of leaking out this email, and really, what is there to be gained? And also, the one thing that it kind of stood out to me, and this is going to be subjective, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on it, but at the start of this video, GamerMeld goes into a whole big ramble about how he's not going to monetize this video, he's not going to run any ads on it, so that he can't make any money off of it. So he really is trying to go out of his way to make sure that you're going to believe the information that he is giving you. And why would he do that? I mean, if you are a credible source, you shouldn't really have to go out of the way to try to convince your viewers. If your viewers aren't trusting you that little, then I don't know, maybe you're in the wrong game to begin with. If you need to go out of your way to say, I'm not going to monetize this video, I'm not going to do this or that, so please believe me. It's like the Trump explanation, like, we got a big, huge rumor, we've got a leak from NVIDIA, I'm not going to make any money off this, okay? I know they're supposed to pay me $250,000 a year to be president, I'll just take $1 because I'm just that good, I'm doing it for the people, so believe me, okay? Trust me.
I'm going to do things a little differently in this video. For one, there are no ads. Some of you seem to think I'm just making these exclusive stories up for that YouTube money. And I get it, I do. So I won't make a penny off this video.
That's exactly what he sounds like in this video, and it's just like, why would you do that? Why do you feel the need to go out of the way to demonetize your video and then make this whole ramble about it at the start of the video for a minute before you even get into the news? And then you've got everything else involved with why would an ad and board partner supply this information to you when they could be risking so much for themselves and basically be committing career suicide at that point. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on that rumor concerning the release dates, if you believe it, if you don't believe it. If it's true, I would love to be proven wrong, because then, hey, we'll have some new cards here by the end of summer. The next rumor was originally posted over on WCCF Tech, where the F stands for fake news, and they have what they are claiming a leaked GTX 1170 benchmark score from Firestrike, which shows it off screen. So it's a picture taken off screen, but the score that they're showing would have it beating the GTX 1080 Ti, which is in the realm of possibility. We definitely saw that with like the 1070 replacing the 980 Ti. They're very, very neck and neck, but the 1170 beats it in most testing here. So there just are a few things that kind of stand out about this. Is, well, the first obvious one is, why is it off screen? Why wouldn't they just go ahead and take a screenshot of the thing? The second, thing that would really be a red flag to me is why it's not in the 3D Mark Firestrike database. Now, you can kind of go out of your way and prevent something from going into the database, which, if you are a professional reviewer and you're testing these cards, that's probably something that you would want to do. However, the biggest one that really stands out is that because this is a pre-release card, typically you would not see the full model number of the GPU being listed in the 3D Firestrike database because the drivers haven't been validated yet and things like that. So it actually says NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1171 card, and why on earth would they do that? It should say generic VGA. Anytime we've had a leaked benchmark in the GPU database over on, or I'm not saying on the GPU, on the Firestrike database, which happens all the time, it would say generic VGA, and then you would have to kind of look at the specs, and you might be able to determine what kind of card it is and all of that. But it certainly wouldn't say 1170 this early before the cards are meant to be coming out, which could be at the end of summer. And the 1170, according to the GamerMeld rumor, actually said that card wouldn't come out until the end of September. So it would be even longer than that. So we really just don't know 100% yet if any of this information is true, but I would definitely say the benchmark is probably fake. The information from GamerMeld is really kind of up in the air right now. We really don't have a firm way of proving or disproving that rumor, but it's just one guy saying that he has this email, which he could have very easily typed up himself. Anyone could do that, and just to try to get attention. And yeah, I mean, he says he's not monetizing the video, but you're still getting traffic to your channel. You're getting tens of thousands of hits of people coming over to your channel and discovering it and possibly subscribing, or then they could watch videos in the future and earn money off of it anyway. And even if the video got like 100,000 views, which is like a good scenario for some of the videos I've seen on his channel, 100,000 views, he's only looking at making like about $200 off of that. Would it really be worth it? For $200, I mean, yeah, you're losing that little bit of revenue, but you could be bringing in so many more subscribers that could be watching you later on down the road. So I'm just skeptical of both of these things from top to bottom. Let me know your thoughts, like I said, down in the comments below. I look forward to our discussion as always. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video. Ciao.